y'all savages? It's your boy Savage Bryce in the building. Stop playing, stop freaking playing. Clocking in one of the video, tapping in one of the video. You already know. And I'm back and I'm better and you want me better as ever. Stop playing, stop freaking playing. So y'all already know, y'all seen the title. This is my experience with a Redbone. You already know. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Smiggity smack the notification bell button, because if you haven't did any one of those, trust, you will be dealt with, and I will be at your house ready to fade you because you're not liking, commenting, and subscribing. And the real tea is that you should be liking, commenting, and subscribing. Period. With no tampon. Well, let me take a sip. Refreshing, bitches. Let's go ahead and get into the story right now, but make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms, okay? Clock it. Okay, so a few months back or whatever, you know, I was on social media in my own bubble, you know, doing me, of course, being Savage Bryce, of course. Yeah, you know, just doing me. So basically or whatever, it had this guy, we're gonna call him Hot Link, because you know, since he a Redbone or whatever, why not call him Hot Link? Hot Link, like the sausages. Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna lie, this was my first time, like, you know, chit-chatting with a Redbone or whatever. Okay, yeah, this is my first time chit-chatting with a Redbone and stuff like that or whatever. Now, do I have a specific preference and stuff like that? No. I'll talk to any skin tone. Like, I'll talk to a dark skin, I'll talk to a brown skin, I'll talk to a caramel, I'll talk to a Redbone. It don't really matter in my book. I'm accepting to whatever, okay? Yeah. So, this was my first time talking to a Redbone. So, basically, he hit my DM or whatever. And he slid up on one of my photos or whatever, on my birthday photo. Let me show y'all. It was my birthday photo or whatever, you know, with my tongue out. So, basically, it was like, he said he gonna sit up and he gonna slide up. He was like, you got me choked out with the laughing emoji. And I was like,
wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm like, how? Yeah, I'm just like, me? Got you choked out? Me? Nigga, how? It's a photo, bitch. So basically, I'm like, how? That's why I sent back. I said, how? And he was like, cuz. And I'm like, what the fuck? What this nigga mean, cuz? So I sent the question marks. Cause like, what you mean, cuz? Like, what the hell? And so why out of nowhere, this nigga gonna bust out and he gonna say, hush. I said, damn, well, I got a hush. Or whatever. He said, cause I said so. So mind you, I tapped this nigga profile, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, a little fine shit. Okay. Alright, fine shit. He a dreadhead. He a Redbone. Alright. Clock it. Okay, Hot Link. Alright. I'm like, okay, this is my first time talking to a Redbone. Even though I don't really talk to him, because, you know, they said something about them Redbones. They said them Redbones will, you know, have you wrapped up and shit. And, you know, they'll just do some things and they'll play around and shit and do stuff like that. Because, you know, I heard about them Redbones. Like, y'all niggas, y'all Redbones, y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all be playing around. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
Period.
So, I'm like, okay, he fine, or whatever. I said, let me just go ahead and chit-chat with him, or whatever, see what this nigga up to. So, yeah, he was like, cause I said so type shit, and this and the third. And I was like, oh, I said, you a little mean something, huh, or whatever. And he was like, nah, clown, and this and the third, talk some clown, calling me clown, or whatever, cause you know, like, I don't know, for whatever reason why, like, when guys first see me and stuff, they always like to play around with me and stuff like that, this and the third, or whatever. They always like to play around with me and shit like that, because that be their way of flirting with me, because, you know, certain guys, it be certain guys that do it to me, though, like, because it be certain guys They like to play around and flirt with me and stuff like that and joke around because that's their way of flirting, I guess. And they got some guys, you know, that flirt with me directly, you know, like straight up to the point, like direct. And I'm like, oh. Because I had some guys that flirt with me and joke around and play and stuff like that or whatever. And I had some guys that flirt with me directly. So, like, it ain't nothing new. So, you know, me and him, we just texting. We getting to know each other and stuff like that or whatever. And everything. We just getting to know each other, just texting and stuff like that. Then out of nowhere, he ended up sending an audio message. He only sent an audio message because he said something about he didn't see my thing. My message didn't go through because of the app was acting retarded or whatever. And so this nigga sent an audio message. Y'all, when this nigga sent an audio message, I'm talking about nigga voice sexy as hell, like deep or whatever. And I'm like, damn, nigga voice is way deeper than mine's. And then it sounds sexy. Now, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know if Hot Link was gay or straight and this and that and the third or whatever. Like, I don't know if he was bi or whatever. Like, I don't know. But technically, he wasn't straight because he was fucking around with me. So, yeah. Sorry, I had to be honest. I had to put it out there. Shit. I had to put it out there. So, like, yeah. I'm like, damn, this nigga voice deep. And I was like, so I text back, I'm like, okay, thank you, or whatever. Thank you for helping me, or whatever. Because, like, I was just in shock. Because he was like, oh, no. You know, talking with his little deep voice. You know how one of them men, they had them deep voice and they be sexy as hell and be smooth with it and shit like that and everything. That's how they knew. I'm like, ooh, let me breathe.
Period, bro. Fuck a bro. Bitch.
So, out of nowhere, I was like, yeah, thanks, blah, 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 blah. So we started back, you know, chit-chatting, getting to know each other, texting and stuff. And why this nigga told me to hush. And I'm like, damn, why I gotta always hush? That's what I said back. Cause like, I just wanna know, like, why I gotta always hush? Cause this nigga keep on steady saying hush or whatever and everything. So like, this nigga up here, he playing like he wanna flirt or whatever. So like, I said, damn, why I gotta always hush? Cause I wanna know, like, why I gotta always hush? Hot Link, why I gotta always hush? So Hot Link, he texted back. He said, cause I said so. And I was like, but why? With the laughing emoji and the crying emoji. And so he was like, cuz. He was like basically saying like, cuz. I said, so this and the third or whatever. He said, you don't gotta always hush or whatever. He said, you can hush sometimes. He said, but I like it when they fight back. I said, oh, really? And so we were just playing around with each other and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh, okay. You like it when they fight back? Okay. So now you want to come pick with me and flirt or whatever. Now, how about I come pick with you and flirt, okay? Because you started this. So now I'm going to finish it or whatever. How about that? And so, you know, I didn't text back on time or whatever. I don't know why. I'm a bad texter or whatever. That's just me. I'm just a bad texter. So, you know, I texted him back late, but you know, he still was entertaining me or whatever. He kept calling me clown and stuff like that or whatever, because that was his way of flirting or whatever. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, this nigga steady calling me clown. Like, at this point, nigga, who I'm supposed to be? It the fucking clown, bitch? Like, what the fuck? And so, out of nowhere, the next day I texted, and so I was like, okay, let me pick with this nigga back and flirt with him back. So I'm texting him back, and you know, I'm picking with him back and up there flirting back or whatever. And so he texts back and he flirting back and shit like that. And basically it went from there and stuff like that. So, whew, child. This shit good as fuck. It's good. Now, Do I still talk to this man or whatever? No, I do not talk to Hot Link anymore. Somehow we lost contact. No, we didn't lose contact. You know, we just stopped talking, of course, or whatever. Like, it wasn't like out the blue or whatever. Like, nothing bad happened. It just happened or whatever. You know how people go their own separate ways. It just happened. That was it. But honestly, that was pretty much my experience with a Redbone or whatever. Majority it was just like pretty much just flirting or whatever type shit. He was just flirting with me and stuff. Just flirting, you know, just being a little flirter, you know. But I can't say he was a handsome flirt, you know. I mean, if he wanna, you know, circle back around and come back and play around, you know, we can, boy. And if he watching this, hey. Let me stop picking. Let me stop playing around. But yeah, so let me know if y'all can relate or whatever. Let me know if y'all can relate. Let me know if y'all can relate or whatever. Let me know what's y'all opinion in the comments or whatever. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the nigga kind of had me like, okay, maybe Redbones are not that bad after all. That's what I was just thinking. But like I said, you know, I was just telling this story time, you know, so y'all can have something to relate to or whatever. Tell y'all my experience with a Redbone, of course. And I am no kiss and tell. I'm gonna have to let y'all know that I am not no kiss and tell, alright? Have to make that clear. Okay? Okay? Period. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Smack that notification bell button, because if you haven't done any one of those, trust you will be dealt with, and I will be at your house ready to fade you, because you're not liking, commenting, and subscribing. And the real tea is that you should be liking, commenting, and subscribing to Savage Rice, of course, me, the star. Yeah, stay tuned.